Okay, welcome to part 2 of the blues rhythm. This is lesson 2, part of the Hot Guitar Zone blues rhythm course. Okay, in this video I'm going to be showing you some movable or bar chords. Where previously I'd showed you some open chords in the key of A, you can't move them, they're there. They stay where they are and that's it. With movable or bar chords you can transpose into any of the 12 keys. So if you wanted to play a 12 bar in a key of B, move the bar chords up to B. In this case we'll be sticking for now with the key of A, because that'll be the theme going through the videos. Obviously while you're on your own, if you want to transpose them, I'll be going through how to transpose properly. But for now just trust me that the chords are where they are. Okay. So if you remember in a 12 bar blues we have 3 chords. Generally 3 chords, the 1 chord, the 4 chord and the 5 chord. In the key of A, those chords using open chords would be A7, D7 and E7. Okay, those are the open chords. Now I'm going to show you tabs on the website, but I'll also show you the three chords. So if we start with the A7 chord, up here, you know it's the A chord because the 7th fret D string is A. That's your root note. So that's the A7 chord. The D7 starts at the 5th fret D string, A string even, and also looks remarkably like a C7 chord. So if you've been learning some open chords, you'll recognise this chord. The E7, you slide that whole shape up 2 frets to the 7th fret. Okay, I should also point out that on the A chord, you don't play these bottom 2 strings, you only play the top 4. And on the D7 and E7, you miss out the bottom and top E strings. Okay. So yeah, that's the 3 chords that 3 basic bar chords that you'll need. Also want to look at a slightly different strumming pattern, where before you were just playing a downstroke once for every click of the metronome. For this one, we're going to be going down, down, up, down, down. And I also want to talk a little bit about muting. Muting is basically choking the strings off to give yourself a little tighter sound. It depends. I mean, you can have the chords ringing open, and you can also mute the chords off. It's quite handy to know both, so that you can, depending on the music, you can either mute the chords or just let them ring out a bit. Okay, to mute chords, if you start with the A7 again, that's called letting ring or ringing out. You just strum it. If you want to choke it off a bit, you kind of release the pressure on the strings on your fretting hand. That's with me just resting my fingers on the strings and not actually pressing down. I'll press down again. So that's called left hand muting because you're using your left hand for it. Simple. Okay, the other one is right hand muting, which trumpet fanfare involves your right hand. You'll actually be using this part of your hand, just there, and you rest it on the side of the strings, just down by the bridge there. So if I was to play the chord like that, because I've got that side on tight on the strings, it's like a chunk, 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 chunk. Okay, so it usually helps, especially if you're using distortion, to sort of mute the strings using a combination of both hands. You also may see a symbol, well, a couple of letters, PM, which could mean private message. They also mean palm mute, which is referring to your right hand. And it's also wise just to sort of release the pressure on your left hand a bit, just to help. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go through the basic 12 bar once, using the movable chords, and I'll also use a bit of left and right hand muting First time round I won't do it at all. Second time I'll do a bit of muting just so you can hear the difference. Okay? Okay, now this time with some music. Okay, so hopefully there you can tell the difference between sort of the palm muted stuff and the stuff that wasn't palm muted. I'll just turn the metronome off. Okay, yes, I mean experiment with the palm muting, and obviously try the movable chords out with the new strumming pattern and the old strumming pattern. Okay, okay, next video will be on the shuffle, so I'll be showing you how to do a shuffle. Okay, thanks a lot, see you soon.